All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back, guys. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video and to stay tuned on in towards the second half of the video. I have a ticker symbol to share with you guys, as well as an option play that I'm going to be watching going into this week to see what goes on with this stock moving forward based off the charts, the indicators. You obviously want to do your due diligence, but we're going to be watching that, so stay tuned for that. And if you want to know what ticker symbols I watch daily and weekly, you're more than welcome to join us over at the Discord. The link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us. So here we're going to talk about why METX went ahead and jumped on the pre-market, had a little pullback, and jumped again. We actually were watching this one over at the Discord early on in the morning. We caught it close to 151. Let's go ahead and look here. We talked about METX. It was at 151 when we talked about it. We briefed on it in the morning. It was actually pulling back from the 160s. It kind of was sitting around here, jumped up, kind of consolidated. And as soon as the bell rang, it pulled back to 149 and hit a high here of 166. So that gave us a nice 10 to 15% opportunity. But we're going to talk about why the stock jumped from 124 to 172 and even gave us that jump there again, because this was a catalyst on news. But what we're going to talk about as well is why the stock fell so fast and why this is a stock you might want to watch moving forward. So it had a lot to do with earnings. Actually, it's not posted here and it's not showing up in updated earnings. But what happened was, the reason why the stock jumped is because earnings seemed to be growing, right? Revenue was growing, and they had a high percentage of 100+%, I believe it was, closer to 200, 300 of new subscriptions to their platform. And they do an education platform over in China to empower the students to learn more. Now, this is what happened that actually went ahead and pulled back the stock pretty fast. Now, this could be a good thing and a bad thing, right? We've talked about public offerings, direct offerings before here on the channel, how this is sometimes to generate and collect funding for future growth of the company if it's used correctly. So this might have an impact on the stock. This was posted at 8 p.m. on the 21st. So after the market went ahead, did its thing, at the end of the day, it's when it was posted. Now, there was other news like this coming out closer to the market close around 4 p.m. In the afternoon. But it is interesting that a lot of these articles were coming out later, yet the stock was already moving in the direction of this possible announcement of public offering of ordinary shares. So I'm going to have to do more research to see, right, exactly what it is that they proposed, how many shares. This just kind of gives us a brief overview, and it's a little bit broad, but a public offering could affect the stock temporarily, and it is something to watch. But if the stock's revenue is growing and their earnings report is showing growth for the future, and in the last several months they've gone up in subscriptions to their service, there could be some growth going on with this company. Now, this company has been in a downward trend. So if we go ahead and zoom out here and put the 15-minute, you can see that the stock has been in a downward trend. It's had its spikes, and it actually has fallen pretty hard since way back here in 2020 all the way to this point. Now, they haven't done any splits, so the point of reversal could be coming soon. I mean, we just hit the most recent low at $1, and now that they're doing an offering and they're growing, this is something to watch moving forward. Do more research on it to understand the company's purpose and goal. But we've been swing trading this one several times throughout the last several weeks, but it gave us a nice opportunity of 10 to 20%. That's something I would be watching on this stock as well, for those type of opportunities throughout the whole entire weeks. Because look at this, down from 107 and hit a high here of 137 all the way up to 145 like 2 days later, but in the same day giving a 30% opportunity. So the opportunities with this one to watch it moving forward are there. Keep it on your radar. And as always, guys, if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe. Click on the bell so you don't miss a single video that I post. And if you want to know what ticker symbols I'm watching daily on time, live updates every single morning and weekly updates of the stocks I'm watching weekly. You're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord, and we look forward to having you join us. Now stay tuned on in. We're going to discuss the ticker symbol you want to have on your watch list, as well as the option play that I'm going to be watching going into next week. Ticker symbol I have for you guys today is one that I mentioned 2 weeks ago. I emphasized it twice in the same week, and since then it's given us 20% plus to the upside. And now based off the charts, I'm looking at an option opportunity, and I'm going to be watching it very closely going into next week. We're going to discuss that in just a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities that were mentioned today over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. And we look forward to having you join us. So we talked about MEDX, ONTX, and ENVB. MEDX was our least performer, giving us 5 to 8% on the day. And ONTX and ENVB gave us 10% plus. So let's go ahead and see here how they reacted. So ENVB, we caught it at 277, and it gave us a high of 15% plus, guys, right there, right off the bat in just a few minutes. Now ONTX, I did talk about how it could collapse, and I was watching it very cautiously, but as soon as I saw a bottom or opportunity, I would put my 5% stop loss or limit loss order, whichever one you want to refer to or use. And then I went ahead, I put it, and I rode this one back up, and I got myself a nice 8% opportunity, right? I didn't ride it the whole 10% because it just works out that way. You don't always catch the full ride, but it gave us a 10% plus opportunity after that dip and running back up. Now, I want to share with you guys some feedback, and I really appreciate this investor, this Patreon member and subscriber and viewer for taking the time to say these kind words. And this is very true. And what I love the most were the keywords that I'm about to read. So as always, invest for tomorrow. Your content is educational, and love how you invest your time to help anyone willing to learn. Those are the keywords right there. I invest my time to help anyone willing to learn. If you're willing to learn by joining the Discord, you are going to have so much information at the Patreon through every single post, on the Discord through every single message and comment, and everyone in the community. You're going to learn so much because there's going to be so much tools, resources, and information that over time you will start to grasp some of it and turn it into your own strategy, right? That's the goal and purpose. Now, I try to do that not just in the Discord and Patreon. I do it one video at a time here on the YouTube every single day. My goal is to help investors learn and grow, one post at a time on the Patreon, and one message and comment at a time on the Discord, guys. So I do that consistently. That is my goal. And if you're willing to learn, my videos will have you understand something new and change perspective, or add something onto your already working strategy and sharpening it to a whole new level, right? That's my goal every single time. So the option contract that I'm watching very carefully in the ticker symbol is Ford, ticker symbol F. And we talked about this one 2 weeks ago when it started to pull down because of earnings. And since then, it had been running up, giving 5 to 10% opportunities along the way. But most recently, in the last several weeks, it has taken off from right around this area at 1135 all the way up to 1340s, right? Now, in the 1340s and anything a little bit above that is getting really close to the 52-week high. Now, that could be broken through with all the hype and excitement going on with Ford right now, but the indicators and technicals are showing a need for a cool off, not an unhealthy one. If anything, it's probably a healthy one, but a cool off just based off the technicals, and I'm looking at it for an opportunity of a put option. So the put option that I'm watching is strike price 12.5. It's currently at 0.10, and volume today was pretty high at 15,000. Open interest is 5,000 and some change. It expires on May 28th. So it expires next week. So this is very risky. This is very important to understand options. If you don't know options, just watch it and learn from it. And if you do your due diligence and do a rational decision based off of what you see on the charts and your research is telling you. As always, guys, Thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.